What up, what up? What is up? This is Elise, founder of the Elise Kephart Experience. Hey, in this video blog, I wanted to share with you guys a real call. I'm going to be doing this from time to time. Take a listen of the real call. This is a real sales representative at a dealership. I've muted the dealership, obviously, for privacy reasons. But take a look at my inserts, my coaching. You want to master your phone skills. Hands down, master your phone skills. The phone is one of the easiest ways to schedule yourself more appointments, but it takes training, it takes coaching, and I think you guys are going to get a lot out of this. So here we go. Let's roll.
Hi, thanks for calling.
Dealership deleted.
Brett speaking. How can I help?
Awesome job on your greeting, Brett.
Hey, Brent, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good.
I was trying to get some information about your lease program. I'm trying to see how does that work.
All right, so the first thing that we're going to do whenever we get an objection, this objection came up early on the phone call, is we want to go right back to the pathway. So we know we have an objection. Essentially, the customer is asking about leasing. Remember, it's like playing poker. You don't want to give too much information away. You want to kind of veer back to your 7-step pathway. So we haven't even qualified the customer yet or obtained contact information. So first thing you're going to do is align with the customer, understand, let them understand that you've listened to them, and then we're going to essentially go into qualifying. So leasing, absolutely. We have great lease promotions. I can definitely help you with that. So that I better understand your needs a little bit about what you're looking to lease. Were you looking for a Mazda, to lease a Ford, or a Hyundai? Oh, a Hyundai Elantra? Okay, great. Any preference on one with cloth or leather interior? Darker or lighter shades? Well, hey, let me go ahead and do this just so I don't waste any of your time. I do want to double check on the availability of Hyundais that meet that description, essentially. Should only take me about 10-15 minutes. Are you calling from your home or cell phone today? Great. And that number is? And how do I spell your last name correctly? And your first name is?
You mean leasing in general?
Yes.
Okay. So it depends on actually the lease programs vary depending on the vehicle and the manufacturer. So it just sort of depends on what you're looking to do. Did you have anything in particular in mind yet?
Really focus on when you're qualifying. Don't leave it open-ended, but guide them down a pathway. Were you interested in a Ford, Mazda, or Hyundai? Were you looking for a car, truck, or more of an SUV? Were you looking for something in 2-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive? When you give customers options, it's more likely that they're going to respond with those options, keeping them essentially on the path.
Yes, the Hyundai Genesis, I think it's the Hyundai Genesis.
The 2-door or 4-door?
Booyah! Love the qualifying A-B choice. Awesome job.
I thought all the Hyundai Genesis came in 4-door.
No, they have the Genesis Coupe as well.
No, not the coupe, the 4-door.
Okay. So you're more interested in the 4-doors?
Yes.
Okay, great. So you're looking to explore Hyundai leasing possibilities?
Maybe get one more qualifying question in there before we go into giving them a reason on obtaining contact information. So, okay, great. 4-door Hyundai Genesis. Any preference on the V6 or V8 model?
Yes, I'm trying to see what's the usual amount down that you have to pay. And, I'm just trying to get like the basics.
Best way to overcome an objection is to not get an objection. So prior to him asking now about down payment, we have another objection thrown at us. Perfect transition prior to say, hey, well, let me go ahead and do this so that I don't waste any of your time. Let me double check to see what I have available now. Also, what might be incoming over the next few days of Hyundai Genesises that essentially meet that description. Should only take me about 10-15 minutes or so. Are you calling from your home or your cell phone today? Fantastic. And that number is? And how do I spell your last name correctly? And your first name is? Now, in reference to the down payment, pull up your objection handling script. You always want to align with the customer. Repeat essentially what they say. Let them know that you agree with them or that you've listened to what they've said, and go with an objection handling technique. So, hey, that's a great question. I understand down payment definitely is an important factor. I wouldn't expect us really to earn your business if we couldn't accommodate the overall structure that you're looking to achieve. Now that being said, typically Hyundai likes to see $3,000 down, but I've seen customers walk out of here with no money down. How much money were you thinking of putting down? Customer at this point is probably going to say, well, yeah, I didn't really want to put any money down. What's that going to do to my payment? Hey, that's a great question, and a lot of previous customers have asked me essentially that similar question. Less money down is going to result in a slightly higher payment. However, I'm confident with the big sale that we have going on right now, especially the last quarter of the year, that once you're here in person, we select the exact vehicle that you're looking for. We can definitely accommodate you for your overall payment and down payment that you're looking to achieve. That being said, when are you available to visit with us? Right now or later today? Now, keep in mind, we have not obtained contact information of the customer yet. That's crucial in the beginning of the call. So again, overcoming this objection, rather than, if we haven't obtained contact information, rather than going for the appointment, go back into qualifying and obtaining contact information. So I'm going to go ahead, as mentioned, and do this. I do want to double check the availability of Genesises that meet that description, just so I don't waste any of your time. Should only take me 10-15 minutes or so. Are you calling from your home or cell phone? Perfect. And that number is, and how do I spell your last name correctly? And your first name is?
Okay. Well, usually they require a certain amount down to usually cover certain expenses and stuff. And the rest is basically what they do is basically it's on the 2 or 3 year lease. They'll go ahead and they'll calculate what that vehicle is going to be worth in that 2-year time frame or a 3-year time frame.
It's very natural to want to discuss things about the car, about the structure, and so forth over the phone. Keep in mind, the whole purpose of a phone call is for an appointment. We have yet to obtain the contact information of the customer yet or go for the appointment. So be sure to reference back to properly qualifying the customer. Hey, I'm going to go ahead and do this so that I don't waste any of your time. Let me double check the availability of those Genesises. Should take me about 10-15 minutes. Are you calling from your home or cell? And that number is, and how do I spell your last name correctly and your first name is? Now again, with the down payment question, we don't want to give away too much information. We want to let the customer know that that is definitely a great question. We wouldn't expect to earn their business if we can accommodate the right down payment and overall structure that they're looking to achieve. Now that being said, typically the bank likes to see about $3,000 down, but I've seen a lot of customers walk out of here with no money down. How much money were you thinking of putting down? Oh, perfect. Well, less money down is going to result in a slightly higher payment, but I'm confident with the time of the year it is right now, being the last quarter and so forth, that once you're here in person and we find the exact vehicle you're looking for, we're going to be able to accommodate everything that you ultimately are looking to achieve. That being said, when are you available to visit with us? Right now or later today?
Okay, so what is the amount?
Go ahead.
So what is the amount down for Genesis?
The price you mean?
You said it's usually an amount that they want down payment. So what is that amount?
It depends on the offer going right now and which vehicle you're on. What I can do is try to pull one of those up for you if you like.
Yes.
Let's see, it's only pulling up.
Let's steer away from trying to pull up specific vehicles, work figures, work down payments, work up offers over the phone. Really focus in on properly qualifying, obtaining contact information, and going for that appointment as previously mentioned.
Coop right now, I have to see if I can't go to. Hold on, let me try the different site here.
Are you in Manhattan?
Yes, we are located in Manhattan.
Okay.
Absolutely. And have you been by to our other locations before?
Yes. I'm just trying to see how much is the down payment.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let me go ahead and check out our special offers.
Sound positive about this objection. I've seen a lot of customers walk out of here with no money down. How much money were you thinking of putting down? Well, no money down is going to result in a slightly higher payment, but I'm confident with the time of year it is, the end of the month and so forth, that we'll find a way to make it work for you. Yes, we are located in Manhattan. Speaking of which, when are you more available? Right now or later today?
On the Genesis. Let's see what I can pull up for you, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So it's still only showing me the Genesis Coupe. And you sure you need the 4-door, right?
Yes.
Okay. Because
y'all have one inside the dealership, so I don't see what's so hard about it.
Well, it's so what's going on is the Genesis actually used to be a separate company, and so they're now it's like Hyundai owned Genesis and Hyundai, and so what they've done is they're actually getting ready to bring they're getting ready to bring
Yes, I
Genesis
already
into
know that.
what's that?
Yes, I already know that.
Okay.
February the 8th, Genesis is doing their own
Yes.
factories or whatever. They're selling their own cars.
Yes, that's right.
At Genesis there, I was trying to see, would you finance that Genesis? Yes or no? I mean, would you lease that Genesis? Yes or no?
We do lease Genesis. That specific plan though, I would have to go look up for you.
Typically, the bank likes to see $3,000 down, but I've seen customers walk out here with no money down. How much money were you thinking of putting down?
Right, because that's the only Genesis you have there that I saw.
We have two presently.
What was the other one at?
Both should be at our Hyundai location.
Right, but I'm saying you had one inside. I didn't see the other one.
It's probably parked somewhere out back on the outside.
Because I think inside you had a white one.
Okay. Well, inside, last time I saw, we do have a steel gray one, metallic gray one as well.
Maybe it's a different Hyundai dealership I went to.
Oh, okay. Well, we're located in Manhattan. Our Hyundai location is right across the street from Manhattan Town Center here in Manhattan.
Okay.
Was that?
We're definitely a larger volume Hyundai dealership here in the area, and I'm confident that based off of your specific needs, we'll have what you're looking for. And if we don't have it here immediately, we usually can have it here within 2 to 3 days. Speaking of availability, when are you more available? Right now or later today?
The one you went to?
It was off of, what's that? Tuttle Creek Highway something.
Yeah, okay, that's right. Tuttle Creek Boulevard turns into Fort Riley Boulevard right there where it kind of merges with Highway 24. That's where the Hyundai location's at. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a white one. That's all.
Oh, okay, so that must be both of them because we should have one white one and one gray one.
Okay.
Okay. But did you stop by? Were they not able to get you that information about leasing, or did you just you saw it?
I did that. I'm just trying to find out what is for leasing.
Okay. Let me go ahead and pull that up for you, see if I can. Sorry, it's just going to show up at a different website location for the Genesis because it's broken out of it, and we don't have it on our website presently as the 4-door. Sorry about that.
86% of buyers buy something different from what they initially inquired on. Let's focus this phone call into properly qualifying, obtaining contact information, and going for that appointment with authority. There's been no appointment attempt at this point.
Oh, here we go. I did find it. It's a separate Genesis. Nope, it didn't pop up. Do you have a number I can reach at?
Always go for that contact information with an AB choice. And how do I spell your last? Are you calling from your home or cell phone today? Great. And that number is? And how do I spell your last name correctly? And your first name is?
I'll just call around somebody else. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
The intention of this call was very customer focused. However, keep in mind the whole purpose of a phone call is to avoid working figures, avoid working options, avoid working all the aspects that make a car deal. Those ultimately should be done in person. The customer opened up this particular call with an objection. We want to acknowledge that objection and go right back onto our script, onto our pathway. So it's a great day here at ABC Motors. My name's Elise. How can I help you today? The customer then asked the question about leasing. Hey, I'm happy to help you with leasing, the leasing question that you have. I definitely wouldn't expect to earn your business if we couldn't accommodate the the overall structure and deal that you're looking for. So that I better understand your needs a little bit as far as leasing, were you looking to lease a Mazda, Ford, or a Hyundai? Oh, a Hyundai, perfect, a Hyundai Genesis. Any preference on the 6-cylinder or V8 and a 2-door or 4-door? Well, hey, let me go ahead and do this so that I don't waste any of your time. I am going to double check the availability of the Genesises that essentially meet that description. Should only take me about 10-15 minutes or so. Are you calling from your home or cell phone today? Perfect. And that number is? And how do I spell your last name correctly? And your first name is? Great. You know what? I just thought of something. I can actually get this information for you right now. Can I place you on hold for a quick moment? We're going to come back from holds, gather ourselves in that 10 to 15 second hold time. We're not going to be running out on the lot. We're not looking at our computer. We're not looking at availability. We know that on a new car, if it's not something that we have, that typically we can get that car fairly easily as long as it's not a very select vehicle. It sounds like he's pretty open on the Genesis models that he's interested in. We're going to come back from hold. Hey, thank you so much for holding. Great news. Based off of your specific needs, there is great availability of the Genesis right now. Speaking of which, when are you more available? Now, at this point, the customer might bring up that leasing question again. He might say, well, how much money am I going to need down to lease it? Hey, that's a great question, and a lot of customers have asked me that similar question in the past. There's a lot of different variables that go into leasing. Typically, Hyundai, the bank that leases these vehicles, or Genesis when these Genesis lease, the bank typically likes to see $3,000 down. But you know what? I've seen a lot of customers walk out of here with no money down. How much money were you thinking of putting down? Well, I really didn't want to put any money down. What's that going to do to my payment? Again, that's a great question, and a lot of customers have asked me that similar thing, whether on this car or other cars. Less money down is going to result in a slightly higher payment. However, I'm confident with the big sale that we have going on right now, we'll find a way to work with your down payment and overall payment that you're looking to achieve. Based off of that, when are you available to meet with us? Are you available today, or does tomorrow work better for you? And then after getting the appointment, do you have a pencil handy? A pen? Perfect. I have something important for you to write down. Go ahead and write this down, please. Kephart, Kephart, that's my last name. My first name again here is Elise. My direct dial number is going to be 805-441-3398. I'm going to go ahead and write you down in our appointment book here for this afternoon at about 4:15. Do me a favor, if you're going to be running early or late, go ahead and let me know. I'm going to have some Genesis's 4-door models ready to show you. And real quick as well, I'm going to send you some important information. Should I send that to your Gmail or Yahoo? Perfect. And do you know where ABC Motors is located at? Oh yeah, we're right there in Manhattan. Where are you going to be coming from? Perfect. You can't miss us. You'll see the big ABC Motor sign right on the right-hand side across from the Starbucks. Also, I know you had called about leasing. Did you initially find us on our website, or how did you hear about us? Perfect. All right, great, Mr. Customer. Well, thank you so much. We look forward to seeing you this afternoon. Hey, thanks so much for taking a listen at this. It means a lot to me that you guys hung with me for just about 20 minutes here, but I want to help you. I want to help you improve your phone skills, improve your process skills, schedule more appointments, get more customers on the phone if you're making those outbound calls, properly take the right steps to an appointment if you're handling those inbound calls. I want to be here for you 24/7 when you think, hey, I need training on the phone, I need training on processes. Who's the go-to gal to accommodate that for myself? That's going to be me right here. If you enjoyed what you hear, do me a favor, hit the share button on this video, on this blog. Would mean a lot to me, and be sure to get your free scripts at Elise Kephart. That's ELISEKEPHART, EliseKephart.com. Until next time, peace.